guys, happy Monday. I'm really excited to share with you all the products that I picked up from the Oridnary. Thank you guys so much for cluing me into this skincare line, and you all have asked me if I would try it out and what my thoughts are on it, and I had no idea it even existed. And so the Oridnary is a skincare line that I believe comes out of Canada. Correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's by the company DCM, I guess. You can find their products on www.theoridnary.com. I'll list it down below in the description box. And what is attractive to me about this line, and what brought you, and the reason you all brought it to my attention, is that it is skincare that is sort of no nonsense and affordable. Which, if you all follow my vlogs, you know I really advocate minimalistic skincare. I favor just drugstore brands that are equally as effective as the expensive stuff, and not spending a ton of money to maintain the health of your largest organ. And so I was really happy to select some products from their line, and today I'm going to share with you what I picked up and kind of the rationale behind why I chose the products that I did. Okay, so first up, I picked up, so you all know I've been using the Neutrogena Hydra Boost Gel Cream to my face and just loving it. It's hyaluronic acid. I put it on a wet face after I've cleansed to retard transepidermal water loss, and then I seal that with a simple moisturizer or my sunscreen if I'm doing it in the morning. And so I was excited to try their hyaluronic acid gel serum, I guess. It's 2% hyaluronic acid, and it also has B5, vitamin B5, hyaluronic acid to retard transepidermal water loss after cleansing and impart some moisturization. So I'm excited to try that. And as a follow-up in terms of moisturizers, I wanted to also try out their natural moisturizing factors. This is a cream for the face, I guess, that you're supposed to apply after some of these targeted after some of their products. And I was attracted to this because many of you have asked me about my thoughts on lipid-based moisturizers and moisturizers with natural oils. And this particular product has linoleic acid and oleic acid, which are fatty acids that have been shown to be helpful as ingredients in moisturizers for eczema-prone skin. And sort of dry skin. So it makes sense that they have it in this product. This product also has hyaluronate in it, or hyaluronic acid, which can be helpful as a humectant in terms of kind of holding on to water molecules. Difficult really for it to penetrate the skin too deeply, and so I can't comment on that with regards to this product. But I'm excited to try it out. It is a rather small tube, though, to be honest with you, for just like a general moisturizer. I'll let you guys see. I mean, I don't know. I don't think this would go very far. So while it's inexpensive, in my mind, it's actually kind of expensive. The one thing that this does not have in it that I would like to see in a moisturizer is the ingredient ceramide, which my CeraVe AM and CeraVe PM also has ceramides in them. They're the most abundant lipid in the top layer of our skin, and they help in kind of hydrating and protecting the skin barrier. And they become deficient with wisdom or age, as well as if you're someone who is prone to dry skin or eczema, you may have an underlying deficiency in some ceramides that can be boosted and helped by using a moisturizer with ceramides in the product. They make them for the face, they make them for the body. I just think they're a fantastic ingredient and a moisturizer. So I was disappointed that this did not have ceramides in it, but like that it's got some dermal lipids and hyaluronic acid. So I'm happy to try that out. It also has lactate and urea in it, which are acids that can potentially soften the skin a little bit, but can cause irritation. So hopefully they have them in here in a concentration and vehicle in a manner that those ingredients will, in a manner such that those ingredients will function primarily to soften the skin rather than to excessively peel or irritate the skin. Okay. And so recently I posted a Q&A on melasma and dark spots, which I encourage you to check out if you missed it. And in that video, I mentioned some ingredients that have been shown to be helpful as adjuvants to standard of care treatments for melasma and or dark spots on the face that are sort of all natural ingredients. And I listed them in the description box below. And the Oridnary has many serums that have these ingredients in them. So one such ingredient is azelaic acid, which I like a lot. Here, I don't know if you guys can see it, is azelaic acid. So azelaic acid is a dicarboxylic acid made actually by a yeast who naturally lives on our skin and causes dandruff, believe it or not, and also the skin condition you may be aware of called tinea versicolor. Azelaic acid is derived from an ingredient that little yeast naturally makes, and it can inhibit some of the biology of pigment production and help brighten the skin. It is also an ingredient for acne, and it is also an ingredient for rosacea. So it has anti-inflammatory properties and skin brightening properties. And Finacea is azelaic acid, the drug, that is regulated by the FDA and has to undergo safety and efficacy testing to show efficacy and safety, and is regulated. And there's also another one called Azelaic. At least in the United States, those are the brands that I'm most familiar with that are prescription and FDA regulated. And they come in 15 and 20% strengths. And most of the studies with those were done with the products being applied twice a day. So this is a 10% suspension that they have, and they recommend applying it in the morning and the evening to improve visible brightness and the appearance of skin texture. And so I'm excited to try that. It also has a variety of humectants and emollients in the ingredient. But this, unlike prescription Finacea, however, unlike prescription azelaic acid, however, what I want you all to be aware of is this is a cosmeceutical. This is not a prescription azelaic acid. And the reason I bring that to your attention is that it's a little bit of a wild card with this in terms of you just don't know if the azelaic acid in this is, effective, okay? Because it's not regulated, all right? And so the 10% azelaic acid suspension in this could just be azelaic acid, kind of all wonky and not effective. That's always a possibility and a risk that you run with these. So while this is inexpensive, it's still a waste of money if it doesn't work, okay? So bear that in mind, but I'm excited to give it a try because honestly, the prescription version of azelaic acid, at least here in the United States, while effective in certain individuals and useful, is frequently not covered by insurance and can be expensive. The other reason why I like azelaic acid is it's actually one of the few acne ingredients that is safe to be used in pregnancy. So I'm excited to try this one myself for kind of skin brightening. And then the other product that I selected that is an ingredient that I mentioned in that melasma and dark spot video is alpha arbutin, which is in a hyaluronic acid vehicle here as a serum. And so this I mentioned in that video. Alpha arbutin is a sort of natural hydroquinone, if you will, that has been shown to be helpful as a skin brightener and skin in inhibiting, again, some of the biology of pigment cell production, so it can be helpful for dark spots and melasma. So I selected it for its skin brightening properties. Because this is all natural, however, don't fall down the rabbit hole of this is somehow safer than hydroquinone. It hasn't been studied to the same degree as hydroquinone, and there have been reports of people developing allergies and irritation from alpha arbutin, not necessarily from the Oridnary one. I don't believe they listed the brand in those reports in the medical literature, but you can develop a contact hypersensitivity to this, so it's not completely without harm, but it's certainly worth a try if you're motivated. So in terms of the skincare products that I picked up, so that's everything skincare wise that I picked up, because you know me, you know what I always advocate on here to you guys is less is more with skincare. And just because these products are affordable, I really didn't want to go like hog wild and getting a ton of stuff, because that's really just going to muddy the water. So I really only selected a few things to kind of sample out and maybe potentially add to my routine and just kind of see how I tolerated them. I really like the skincare routine that I have. If you've missed it, I encourage you to check out both my morning skincare routine and my nighttime skincare routine. I'll link them down below for you. I'll list them down below in the description box for you guys. It's very minimalistic and it works for me. So I don't envision myself doing this long term. I'm simply going to try it out because it's been so highly requested on here, and that's the reason why. But a little bit about these skincare products in terms of some other concerns that you all have brought up and want to know about that I think will resonate with you. They are touted to be cruelty free. They don't test on animals. They're vegan and they're fragrance free, which I really love because fragrance is a common offender in a lot of skincare products and can really worsen skin issues. So I like that about this line, and I really like that it's so affordable and very no nonsense. So I applaud this brand for this line. I guess the brand is the DCM and the line is the Oridnary. Maybe I want to say that. And I believe this is available in certain drugstores, maybe in Canada and Europe. But I wasn't aware of it until I started making YouTube videos and you guys kept asking me about it. So I'm always learning about stuff from you guys, honestly. So I'm stoked to try these out. Later this week, I'm going to upload a first impressions of me using these products, so stick around for that. The other thing that I picked up is not to be applied to my face, but they also have these supplements. And you all are always asking me about collagen supplements and keratin supplements, and do they have any benefit? Long story short, no. Okay, and keratin supplements likewise. There's no evidence for that and really just makes absolutely no sense to me. Keratin is highly indigestible, so the fact that you would ingest it and expect it to do anything is just, I mean, I think that's asking way too much. In fact, Google, here's an incident here's a case where I'll ask you to consult Dr. Google for something called the trichobezoar. Tricho, B as in Bob, EZOAR. Okay, that is an example of what happens when you ingest too much keratin, at least human keratin. It's not recommended. I don't know that could occur though with these keratin supplements, so I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but I see no indication for them. However, harkening back to dark spots and melasma, you know, I myself have some dark spots that don't really bother me, but you know, this line of things that I've selected are kind of focused on those, and so one particular ingredient, one particular supplement that has been shown to be helpful in a very small study of women with melasma is glutathione. And the Oridnary has a supplement, the fountain, which I'm pretty excited to try out. It's got, you know, the collagen molecules or whatever. I really picked this up because it's apple flavored. It's got 5,000 milligrams of the collagen, which I honestly don't think is going to do anything, at least from a skin perspective. But I could be wrong. You know, just because there's no data doesn't mean it might not exist, you know. We just may not have the data, but it's not something that I can go around routinely recommending people plunk down cash on and spend time and money on. But this has 65 milligrams of glutathione in 2 teaspoons, and it tells you to, the way that you're supposed to use this supplement is to take 2 teaspoons a day, either directly, like from the spoon, I guess, or you can mix it into your favorite juice or beverage. So I'm kind of excited to try it. I'll probably just mix it in with my daily water. I like the fact that it's apple flavored and it is sweetened with It's sweetened with xylitol. It doesn't have any added sugar in it. And I'll just read the ingredients. It's water, hydrolyzed collagen derived from fish, so I suppose this is not vegan. The sweetener is xylitol. It's got natural flavors, citric acid as a preservative, L-glutathione, potassium sorbate as a preservative, and hyaluronic acid, as well as marine phytoplankton extract. Interesting. So stoked to try that out, and watch me try that on a vlog. Yeah, so that's everything that I got from The Ordinary, and I'm really excited to try it all out and share it with you guys and give you all my impressions. So thanks for cluing me into these products. If you're new here, I encourage you to stick around. My name is Andrea. I'm a dermatologist. I film day in the life of a dermatologist vlogs, as well as share my skincare routines and skincare Q&A videos. So stick around if you want to see my thoughts on these products. Like I said, on Wednesday of this week, I'll show you my first impressions, and kind of throughout the vlogs, I'll continue to chime in on my thoughts on them. So give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!